Feels like I'm standing on a timeless dream of light mists, of pale ambrose. Feels like I'm lost in the deep cloud of heavenly scent. Touching, discovering you. Those days of warm rains come rushing back to me. Miles of windless summer nights, secret moments shared in the heat of the afternoon. Out of the stillness, soft-spoken words. Say it again. I love you, always, forever, near and far, closer together, everywhere. I will be with you, everything. I will do for you. I love you, always, forever, near and far, closer together, everywhere. I will be with you, everything. I will do for you. You got the most unreal blue eyes I've ever seen. You've got me almost melted away as we lay there under a blue sky of pure
Not allowed before the priest.
sweetness.
Hi.
Imagine time. Say again.
Hi. You look perfect. My fiery Scorpio. Catherine Wagner Merrick. From the moment I saw you in that peach dress, I couldn't stop thinking about you. Little did I know that brief moment would lead us to this incredible journey and bring us here today. Thank you for making me FaceTime you from a parking lot and for hopping in my Uber on the way to airport. And thank you for bringing Pookie into my life. I never thought I would say this, but I love some dogs now, all thanks to you. From the very start, I knew you were someone special. Your beauty, your kindness, your strength, and the way you love me so deeply has changed my life in ways I could have never imagined. Over the past few years, we've faced challenges that could have pulled us apart, but you always stood by me. You've shown me what love and loyalty truly mean. And I'm so excited for the future we're about to build together. Honey, you're the most caring and passionate person I know. Whether it's bringing me coffee in the morning or planning the entire birthday surprise with pasta lessons, you always find a way to make me smile. Even when you yell at me, I can't help but find it adorable. It's just another way you display your passion. Your intelligence, your quick wit, and that beautiful smile make me fall in love with you all over again, every single day. You constantly amaze me with your kindness and how much you care for my family. I love your ambition, your confidence, your honesty, and the way you make me feel like the luckiest man alive. So today, I promise that you will never have to face the world alone. I promise to not only listen, but to truly hear you. I promise to love you through all the little moments and the big ones, in laughter and tears, through life's highs and lows. I vow to stand by your side through every adventure, to cherish the love we share, and to always find new ways to surprise you, just like you surprise me. I will love you forever with all my heart, my soul, and every part of me. I promise to protect you, to lift you up on your hardest days, and to celebrate you with your best ones. I can't wait to build our future together, knowing that every step will be filled with love, laughter, and endless joy. And yes, I promise to never interrupt you ever again. I love you.
So I've decided to couple up with this boy because, just joking. Vadim, becoming your wife is the greatest honor and privilege I will have. You are the very best gift I have been given. 2 years ago, almost to this day, you were my date at a wedding. It wouldn't be true if I said, never could I have imagined.
It's okay.
Never could I have imagined we would be standing here today. I knew that from that weekend in Cape Cod, I was going to make sure this day happened, our wedding day. And that very weekend, we drove 15 hours in a car together. You won over my parents after the first hour of meeting them. We're the perfect date, and I knew I'd fallen in love with you and knew you were going to be my forever plus one. How did you know? It's very hard to explain to someone as analytical and data-driven, but my heart just knew. And I had a feeling, and it was a feeling I had never experienced in my life. Fast forward to today. Wow, a lot has happened to us, boo. We have had the highest of highs and had to overcome some of the hardest obstacles imaginable. You are my rock, my safe place, my best friend, and though you may not believe me, my favorite living being. I hope Pookie doesn't hear this. There are a few people who unfortunately are unable to make it here today, but there is one in particular who I wrote a letter to and wanted to read out loud. Dear Boris, I know we won't ever have the pleasure of officially meeting, but I will never have the words to properly thank you. You are a huge reason of why Vadim and I are both standing here today. Thank you for instilling the values in Vadim that we so strongly share. I know you've been looking out for him over the years, and I'm so grateful he has you as his guardian angel. What Vadim does to a room when he walks in it, I've truly never seen anything like it. People become different when he's there. They're funnier, they're happier, and they have the opportunity to talk about their favorite fruit, and they're a lot quicker to dance. The confidence you've instilled in Vadim has made him this extraordinary person who makes me feel extraordinary. There's truly no one else like him on earth. His work ethic, passion, grit, heart, generosity, the love he has for the little things, and the way he makes people feel special, whether it's telling a lady at the checkout counter that she has great nails, or getting into deep conversations with those who normally wouldn't have opportunities to talk about themselves. Boris, it's because of you that I am standing in front of the man of my dreams. I feel like the absolute luckiest person in the world being able to call him my husband. I'm so proud of the man he is today, and I can't thank you enough. Sincerely, your granddaughter-in-law. So Vadim, trust the overthinker who says they love you, because surely they have thought of every reason not to. And when we say our traditional vows later today in front of people, know that when I'm promising to love you until death do us part, I'm also promising to find you in every lifetime and love you in every lifetime. I can't wait for the adventures we have planned and the ones we haven't even dreamed of yet. 9/28 will forever be my favorite day. I love you so much.
I love you. That was so sweet. Very creative.
Thank you.
As always. So.
Forever, never stop, never, whatever, near and far and always and everywhere and every. Say you love me forever, never stop, never, whatever, near and far and always and everywhere and every. Say you love me forever, never stop, never, whatever, near and far and always and everywhere and every.
Vadim, will you have this woman to be your wife, to live together in the covenant of marriage? Will you love her, comfort her, honor and keep her in sickness and in health? and forsaking all others, be faithful to her as long as you both shall live.
I will.
I love you always, forever, near and far, closer together everywhere. I will be with you, everything I will do for you. Say you love.
Will you have this man to be your husband, to live together in the covenant of marriage? Will you love him, comfort him, honor and keep him in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful to him as long as you both shall live?
I will.
And now, Vadim, I think you should kiss your wife.
Lately I've been losing these nights. One more heartbreak and I'm done with this. Shadows on the ceiling, they don't fight, but I still argue for the hell of it. I'm trying my hardest now, I feel you reaching now. I don't wanna be the one that's always on the edge. You found me all messed up, you found me down on my luck, so lost. But then I woke up in love. When I was chasing highs, you went and saved my life. You picked me up, thank God I woke up in love with you. Thought I was lost, but then I woke up in love with you. Thought I was lost, but then I woke up in love. 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 You found me all messed up. You found me down on my luck, so lost. But then I woke up in love. When I was all messed up, you found me down on my luck, so lost. But then I woke up in love. When I was chasing highs, you went and saved my life. You picked me up. Thank God I woke up in love with you. Thought I was lost, but then I woke up in love.
Welcome, everybody. It is terrific to have you all here. I'd forgotten how many cousins I have, how few close friends I have, family. And the one impressive thing about this wedding, and I've noticed it over the last 24 hours, the friends that Catie and Vadim have are remarkable. I went out for dinner with a bunch of them last night, and they were from all over, really, the world. And they were all half my age, and really, we had nothing in common, but it was fine. And so today it feels even more for me because this is the club I grew up at. That's not important, but there's a lot of memories here for me. And for Catie and Vadim to get married here means something special, I think, to Trisha and myself. I told Catie that I might talk about her tonight, and I don't know if I will or not, because you really don't like attention. You don't like attention. But, I just want to say one thing, because there's one thing that is standing in between, these speeches stand between the dancing, the dining, and the drinking. So I don't want to hold things up. There'll be 4 of us that speak, and then we're off to the races. And just as a point of order, we're not doing a sit down tonight. So it's buffet, and there are tables all around here. tables in the bar, and if there's need be, there's another dining room over there. So we got that covered, just so you know. And you eat whenever you want. So there's a book out called The World's Greatest Walks. And if you look at it, it's got the Great Himalayan Trail, the Inca Trail, Augusta National is on it. But I don't think any of them hold a candle to the life's greatest walk for me is walking my daughter down the wedding aisle today. You see, and I'm not going to get in trouble for that because I couldn't walk my wife down the aisle because, you know, I was already at the altar when you did it. So I'm covered on that. But, you know, to be inside the ropes in Catie's big journey in life is really special. You're so inclusive. You've included your mother and me on just about everything. And we're so lucky to have that. A lot of people don't. And to me, that is I hope that never changes. I know it won't. And I know Vadim won't let it happen because he's like that too. So I don't want to hog up any more time. Trisha spent a long time on AI writing her speech. So, just kidding, Trish. I'd like to introduce my wife, Trisha. We've been married 38 years, buddy.
Hi. I guess he's already told you I'm Trisha. I did not use AI. This speech comes from the heart and from my experiences. So, yes, I don't need to tell you who I am. All right. So many of you family members, particularly, and those friends from high school know that when Catie was little, she wasn't quite the tea party and all kind of child. I had visions when she was born, when I got a daughter of her in a pretty little party dress, Mary Jane's huge hair bow. You know, you nieces get the huge hair bow thing because they had to wear them too. She would be sitting by my side all the time, maybe in the kitchen, learning to cook, wanting to just be with her mom, learning everything that I could teach you. But, you know, she seriously had her own ideas about life. And much to my dismay, I learned that if I said up, Catie would say down. If I said in, out, you know, up, down, you get the picture. Instead of having her little tea party, she was the tomboy outside climbing the trees, rolling in the mud and competing with the boys in the neighborhood. We had a neighborhood that was all boys except one. There were like 9 boys. But she was right out there playing football and baseball and hide and seek and whatever they were doing. And I got to say, looking back at her now, I wouldn't have had your childhood be any other way than the rough and tumble kid that you were. Catie's always had a fire in her, strong-willed, passionate, determined, and always stood her ground. She was never one to back down from a challenge, whether it was on a tennis court, a field hockey field, Coach Rossi, or tackling life head on. But as rough as she can be and tough as she can be, Catie has always, always, always had the most enormous heart. And I know that a lot of people didn't see that when she was little, but really, she's just explosive heart. And to her, others always came first and still do. As a mother, watching her grow up has been both awe-inspiring and sometimes stressful and exhausting. But every bit of strength, determination, passion, and drive has shaped her into the incredible, beautiful, smart, loving woman she is today. So I could go on, but Bobby said I was using too many adjectives, so I'm going to hold on. So we're going to fast forward to about 2 years ago when Catie first brought Vadim home. And as many of you parents who have children who are married can relate to, you know, you get really nervous before your kids bring their boyfriends home and you're thinking, oh my God, I'm going to like them. You know, what am I going to think? And you got to smile and make them think that you really like them when you're not sure. We had no doubt about Vadim the minute he walked in the door. I mean, he fit right in. He was outgoing. He was funny. He had a sense of humor. And we just knew that he was going to fit right into our family. And like Catie, Vadim is from an incredibly hardworking, loving, and supporting family in Moldova. We are so sorry and sad that his parents cannot be with us tonight. But this speech is being videotaped live. Well, not live, they're not seeing it right now, but they will see it soon. But what I would love for them to see is all of you, their names are Sergey and Tatiana. And I would love for all of you to please say hello to Sergey and Tatiana and welcome them and give them a toast. We tried to get them, but it just wasn't. But we are so happy that Anastasia, his sister, is here. And David, even though he doesn't want to be recognized or smile, is going to give me a smile, right? I just want to say about Vadim, he is so incredible as a person. He came to yes, he is. He came to our country 15 years ago, not speaking a lick of English. And he came to attend the University of Minnesota, where he had applied, gotten himself in, put himself through school, working really hard, always had a side jobs going just so he could support himself seriously, and earned a post-grad degree in business and really is a truly self-made man. And we could not be happier. So although Catie and Vadim grew up with very different backgrounds, over the course of their relationship, those differences have only added to their strong bond. They have taught each other valuable lessons about life, goals, family, faith, listening, supporting, humility, patience, and the ability to overcome obstacles, and the possibilities that their lives are better together in spite of their differences. And I can't end my speech without recognizing a few special people who have been vital in the months leading up. Brooke Wagner, where are you? She's still here? All right, Natty. Katie's grandmother, Brooke, just had her 90th birthday 2 weeks ago. So happy birthday, Nan. And she has been so just right by our sides the whole time and participating and loving. And she just absolutely adores Catie and Vadim. And for that, we are all just so, so grateful. She's amazing. So thank you, Brooke. I also want to thank Marissa and Jevin. I don't know where you guys are. There you are. And there you are, for their such hard work, just behind the scenes, getting so much accomplished today. So thank you. I love you guys, really. And last but not least, I have to recognize Catie for her tirelessness in planning this wedding. If you took one look at her PowerPoint presentation that she put together for this event, you would know that she is just made of grit. Every bit of this weekend, everything that's here, that's in front of you, she has touched, and she has ordered, and she has done all of it. So I'm hoping that she has the best time tonight. Her biggest concern was making sure of all of you had a good time. So if you all make like you're having a good time, even if you're not, then she'll be able to relax. So that's it. Vadim, you have been so instrumental in all of this. We love you. We are so grateful to welcome you all, and Anastasia and David, to our family. So if we could just raise a glass. Here's to Catie and Vadim, with much love always.
First, I'd like to thank everybody for being here. This is really a special occasion, celebrating Vadim and Catie. I met Vadim about 7 years ago when I joined the company he was working for, and I've looked up to him ever since. Haven't had a choice because he's several inches taller than I am. But all jokes aside, he really is a man to look up to. Vadim's life is a testament to his determination and perseverance. Growing up in Moldova, he faced challenges most of us here couldn't even imagine. His parents, as mentioned, who weren't able to make it tonight, really sacrificed greatly to help put him through school and help him move to the United States for college. He worked incredibly hard, ultimately graduating, really successful career in finance. And he's really the type of person that tackles any challenges that come his way with the same tenacity he tackles a buffet. It takes a lot of food to power his self-proclaimed 215 pounds of awesomeness. And speaking of tackling, when I first met Vadim, I have to admit I was a little intimidated. He's 6'2" of solid muscle. He speaks in capital letters. And he has a directness that can make you feel like you're about to receive a performance review instead of having small talk. But as someone who knows him well, let me tell you, behind that tough exterior is a big teddy bear who really puts a lot of thought into everything, especially gift giving. That's one of Vadim's love languages, I will say. There was one year where he took the time to find out and then track down my favorite hot sauce, which he then gave to me after making me meet him in person, thinking he had something very serious to talk about. And I promptly set it on his car to give him a hug, and it rolled off and shattered on the ground. But honestly, it was really the thought that he put into it that was the real gift. And I've also come to appreciate his directness. With Vadim, you never have to guess what he's thinking. You never have to dance around a topic. And, we worked together for many years, had many long nights together, where our kind of friendship started to blossom, but it really flourished when he moved to Salt Lake City, where I was living. Suddenly there were a lot more opportunities to socialize, pool parties, dinners, deep philosophical debates. And I ended up moving to a different company after a few years of us working together. And I think he'd grown so attached to me that he left 6 months later. So he just moved on. And when he moved on, unfortunately, he moved away from Salt Lake. He moved to Vancouver, Washington, but we kept in touch. We texted, spoke multiple times a week. But one call stands out. And that was a call when he was buzzing about excitement about a girl he'd met. And that excitement really seemed to grow over time, and it just didn't seem to die down. But then there was a call where I got a little concerned about the relationship, and that's when he called to tell me about Catie's dog, who, if anybody knows Catie, is her pride and joy. But let's just say Vadim was initially less than thrilled about this dog and really didn't think he could ever live with a dog. But if you know him now, this man who once treated Catie's dog with suspicion treats Pookie like his own child. So we've come a long ways. I'm glad we got through that. It was a little concerning. After several months of Catie and Vadim dating, I got the opportunity to meet Catie. We all happened to be in Chicago at the same time. And it didn't take long for me to realize that Catie was a perfect match for Vadim. She's his equal in strength, intelligence, and determination. She has the patience to understand she has the patience and understanding to appreciate his directness. And she can see beyond his tough exterior to the kind and compassionate man beneath. As I've gotten to know Catie better, I've become increasingly convinced that they're meant to be together. They share similar values and ambitions and balance each other perfectly. Vadim and Catie, your love for each other is evident in the way that you look at each other and the way that you support each other's dreams. As Vadim's best man, it's been my honor to stand by his side today. I'm so proud of you. I'm honored to call you a friend. You deserve every bit of the happiness that Catie brings into your life. Catie, I welcome you into our friendship circle with open arms. I know you'll be a wonderful partner to Vadim, and I can't wait to see how your lives grow together. So let's raise our glasses to Vadim and Catie. May your love always guide you. May you find joy in each other's company, and may you have a lifetime of happiness together. Congratulations.
Hi, everyone. My name is Marissa, and I am beyond happy to be Catie's maid of honor. For those of you who may not know me, if you've ever been around Catie and her phone is ringing off the hook nonstop, it's definitely me. I can't start my speech without thanking the Merricks and the Furfas for this beautiful wedding weekend. Catie and Vadim had quite the vision, and you made it come to life. There's one more thank you that needs to be made. He's furry, he has 4 paws, and a better wardrobe than myself. And that's Dudley, the other love of Catie's life. Thank you, Dudley, for giving your blessing so that we could proceed with getting these two married. Catie and I both went to school at Garrison Forest. It's no secret that Catie's athleticism flourished there. She was the sporty field hockey player with a cool braided ponytail, being recruited for college sports, while I was not. So our paths didn't exactly cross until my senior year of high school, and thank goodness. Since then, Catie has been like a sister to me. No, seriously. She visited me during siblings weekends in college. I vacationed with her family in Jamaica. And when her family moved to Connecticut and I was living out of state, she moved in with my parents for the summer to be a camp counselor at Garrison. Catie has always been a 1 in a million type of friend. She's the most thoughtful gift giver, flies cross country to celebrate everyone's most special life moments, and is unmatched when it comes to surprises. The amount of times I've just walked into my own home and Catie is just standing there is far too many to count. When I think of friendships I'm grateful for, I always start with you. Catie, you are the sister I never had, the yin to my yang, the avocado to my toast. Now that brings me to Vadim. The first time we met, the two of you came to our house, and right away, Vadim sweeps in and picks up our youngest daughter, Mia, who now affectionately calls you Uncle Deem. And you started asking me all sorts of questions, genuinely wanting to get to know us. Catie and I always talked about the non-negotiable of our future husbands being friends. And after that night, my husband said to me, Vadim is freaking awesome. And somehow, against all odds, Catie has met someone who can talk more than her. All I could focus on was how happy you seemed. Vadim, your love for Catie is undeniable, and I know that she is in the best hands with you. You are her perfect match. Your relationship has not been typical, from your first date in Colorado to dating cross country, moving to Washington State, and then finally home to Maryland. I'm not sure if there's another person happier than me that you're back in Baltimore, except for maybe Dudley for being reunited with your dad. I already imagine our kids growing up together and driving in their own convertible, singing at the tops of their lungs. I love you both from Maryland to Moldova and back. If everyone can please raise their glass. And cheers to the new Mr. and Mrs. Furfa. I love you so much. Cheers.
Love was changing the minds of pretenders while chasing the clouds away. Our hearts were ringing in the key that our souls were singing as we danced in the night. Remember how the stars stole the night away.
Thank you, everyone. We would just like to raise a glass and express our deep gratitude. First, I would like to express my deep gratitude to my wife from planning She planned 99.99% of all of this, and she's done a phenomenal job. Catie, from planning every detail of this beautiful day to always supporting me in everything I do, your dedication and love never cease to amaze me. I'm so thankful for the moment our paths crossed and for the life we're building together. And obviously, thank you for bringing Dudley into my life. I'm also thankful for my parents, for everything they've done to raise me and all the sacrifices they've made. And then to my in-laws, thank you for welcoming me into your family with open arms and for being so kind, generous, and supportive. You've made me feel right at home from the very start. Lastly, to all our friends and family here, so everybody involved, thank you. Your presence means the world to us. We know how precious your time is, and the fact that you've come to celebrate with us makes this day even more special. Your friendship and support are something we truly cherish. So cheers to everyone.